tend to talk with my hands. You've noticed if you've seen me in person. Now, you may or may not see it here because my hands don't get as much chance to move on a small screen. But I move my hands a lot. And if you notice, you may have even caught something. There's something on one of my arms now that didn't used to be there. See, I was reading a few weeks ago in Luke chapter 11, verse 9, and it says, "So I say to you," Jesus is talking, "so I say to you, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open to you." And I got convicted there was something I needed to be praying about in my life. There's a goal in writing that I need to be pursuing. And I had this feeling that God is keeping me in a box, that God's not allowing me to accomplish all I think I should. And slowly over the next few weeks, he kind of revealed to me it wasn't him keeping me in a box, it was me. See, I've got this big fears of rejection and failure, and frankly, succeeding in writing means getting rejected and failing a lot, and I didn't want to do it. And I needed to tell myself to do it, so I came across a verse, and that verse was speaking to me, and I said, how do I put that verse in front of my eyes all the time? And the answer popped up, you could write it on your arm. And so I went to a friend who has his own tattoo studio, and he wrote it on my arm. And you probably can't read that in there, but what it says is, may he give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. And it reminds me I have to be working to live into my plans, to work at my plans so that God can make them succeed. If I'm not doing my plans, he very well cannot make them succeed if I'm not carrying them out. So I have a tattoo on my arm to remind myself that while I'm knocking and asking God to work, I have to work too. And I have to recognize that sometimes that means getting out of my comfort zone and being willing for things to happen to me, for rejection and failure to happen in my life if I want to accomplish the plans he has for me. So maybe look at your own life. Is there something that you've been asking God for, but you're the one blocking it because you're afraid of risking something? Well, while you're asking and seeking and knocking, make sure you're willing to do whatever it takes for God to answer your prayer, even if it means writing on your arm. And that's today's Jumpstart.